Peganum harmala, commonly called Esfand, wild rue, Syrian rue, African rue, harmel, or aspand is a plant of the family Nitrariaceae. Its common English language name came about because of a resemblance to rue. The plant seeds are especially noteworthy because they have seen continual use for thousands of years in the rites of many cultures. The plant has remained a popular tool in both folk medicine and spiritual practices for so long that some historians believe the plant may be the ancient soma. It is a perennial plant which can grow to about 0.8 m tall, but normally it is about 0.3 m tall. The roots of the plant can reach a depth of up to 6.1 m, if the soil where it is growing is very dry. It blossoms between June and August in the Northern Hemisphere. The flowers are white and are about 2.5 to 3.8 centimeters in diameter. The round seed capsules measure about 1 to 1.5 centimeters in diameter, have 3 chambers and carry more than 50 seeds. Peganum harmala was first planted in the United States in 1928 in New Mexico by a farmer wanting to manufacture the dye Iranian red from its seeds. Since then, it has spread invasively to Arizona, California, Montana, Nevada, Oregon, Texas and Washington. Because it is so drought-tolerant, African rue can displace the native salt bushes and grasses growing in the salt desert shrublands of the western U.S. Traditional use: in Turkey, dried capsules from this plant are strung and hung in homes or vehicles to protect against the evil eye. It is widely used for protection against jinn in Morocco. In Iran, and some other countries in the Arab world such as Syria, Iraq, Saudi Arabia and Jordan, dried capsules mixed with other ingredients are placed onto red-hot charcoal, where they explode with little popping noises in a way similar to American popcorn. When they burst, a fragrant smoke is released. This smoke is wafted around the head of those afflicted by or exposed to the gaze of strangers while a specific prayer is recited. This tradition is still followed by members of many religions, including Christians, Muslims, Hindus, and some Jews. Several versions of the prayer accompanying the ritual, name of an ancient Zoroastrian Persian king, called Naqshband, is used. He is said to have first learned the prayer from 5 protective female spirits, called Yazds. The tradition of burning the plant to create cleansing smoke has reached as far as the Indian region of Kashmir, where the seeds are thrown into a charcoal fire used during the Vedic marriage rite or into charcoal pots as a way of warding off evil. In Yemen, the Jewish custom of old was to bleach wheaten flour on Passover, in order to produce a clean and white unleavened bread. This was done by spreading whole wheat kernels upon a floor, and then spreading stratified layers of African rue leaves upon the wheat kernels. A layer of wheat followed by a layer of African rue, which process was repeated until all wheat had been covered over with the astringent leaves of this plant. The wheat was left in this state for a few days, until the outer kernels of the wheat were bleached by the astringent vapors emitted by the African rue. Afterwards, the wheat was taken up and sifted, to rid them of the residue of leaves. They were then ground into flour, which left a clean and white batch of flour. Peganum harmala has been used to treat pain and to treat skin inflammations, including skin cancers. Peganum harmala has been used as an emmenagogue and abortifacient agent. The root is applied to kill lice, and when burned, the seeds kill insects and inhibit the reproduction of the Tribolium castaneum beetle. It is also used as an anthelmintic. Reportedly, the ancient Greeks used the powdered seeds to get rid of tapeworms and to treat recurring fevers. A red dye, Turkey red, from the seeds is often used in Western Asia to dye carpets. It is also used to dye wool. When the seeds are extracted with water, a yellow fluorescent dye is obtained. If they are extracted with alcohol, a red dye is obtained. The stems, roots and seeds can be used to make inks, stains and tattoos. Some scholars identify harmel with the entheogenic harma of pre-Zoroastrian Persian religions. Research into other potential uses: several scientific laboratories have studied possible uses for Peganum harmala through studies in laboratory animals and in cells. Fertility in large quantities, it can reduce spermatogenesis and male fertility in rats. Antiprotozoal Peganum harmala has been shown to have antibacterial and antiprotozoal activity, including antibacterial activity against drug-resistant bacteria. One of the compounds found in P. harmala, valsicin, has been found to kill Leishmania donovani, a protozoan parasite that can cause potentially fatal visceral leishmaniasis. Another alkaloid, harmine, found in P. harmala, has appreciable efficacy in destroying intracellular parasites in the vesicular forms. A small study in sheep infected with the protozoal Nitrariaceae found Peganum harmala extract to be an effective treatment. Anti-cancer equals. Seed extracts also show effectiveness against various tumor cell lines, both in vitro and in vivo. The beta-carbolin alkaloids present in medicinal plants, such as Peganum harmala and Areca melonifolia, have recently drawn attention due to their anti-tumor activities. Further mechanistic studies indicate that beta-carbolin derivatives inhibit DNA toposomerases and interfere with DNA synthesis. Peganum harmala has antioxidant and antimutagenic properties. Both the plant and the extract harmine exhibit cytotoxicity with regards to HL60 and K562 leukemia cell lines. Alkaloids. Some alkaloids of harmel seeds are monoaminoxidase inhibitors, harmane, 0.16%, harmine, 0.44% euro 1.84% euro 4.3%. The coatings of the seeds are said to contain large amounts of harmine. Harmalin, 0.25% euro 0.79% euro 5.6%, harmelil, 0.6% euro 3.90%, tetranitroamine, 0.1%. Total harmala alkaloids were at least 5.9% of dried weight, in one study. Valsicin, 0.25%, vasicinone, 0.0007%. References